Okay, let's get back to SideFX and my horror film review. Okay, so this was after the first real murder. Okay, so this is after the crazy murder scene from last time. That's actually me and my neighbor, who was a lawn guy, and I just solicited him because I needed an older guy to look like a detective. And I don't know, I felt like he had that 70s detective vibe look about him. So anyways, okay, so this scene was basically us giving out some painful exposition. Let's zip along. Now, that was the...
Detective, would you like to give us a statement, Detective?
No comment.
Was it a dog attack or a cult killing?
No comment at this time.
I think he did pretty good for a non-actor.
It's Maggie Doyle, reporting live from East Dallas. Back to you, Ken.
So that's that scene right there was a TV inside of the movie. So it was setting up the idea that somebody was watching this and getting information, which was going to come back to visit us later. Okay, so this scene was the first scene that I really thought of when I was writing the script. This was the seed scene, and from this scene, everything else kind of came about. And in this scene, she wakes up. Okay, so the idea was that she wakes up and vomits blood because she had drank somebody's blood the night before but doesn't remember. And that was sort of the whole idea of the movie wrapped up in that one thought. Now, we shot this movie partly in the city, partly out at this farm. And out at the farm, we had this like a trailer and a big barn, and we built this bathroom scene out there. So these are just flats. And we just hooked a garden hose up to make that water look like it really worked. And that's how we were able to just splash blood everywhere, and it really didn't matter. It looks really red on this foam, but in the movie itself, it doesn't look so canary. You know, it's not as bad. Okay, so let's scroll through and find some more scenes that I like. This was the big doctor scene. Because obviously if you're throwing up blood, you got to go see a doctor. So that was just in an office that we kind of set up. We had the that little thing back there, way right there. As you can see, this right here, that's all the doctoring stuff we had, was just an IV rack and that little IV thing. And then a fake bed and, of course, a doctor. And that pretty much makes us have a hospital scene. So now in the script and the story, she was dosed with this drug, and that's what made her crazy and thinks she's a vampire. She didn't take it voluntarily, and the person responsible for sneaking her a dose of the drug, oh, there's a fun low-angle horror film shot, is him. He was the one who gave her the drug because he thought she was being too much of a nerd. So now she's very mad that he dosed her once she found out about it. I kind of like this scene because he just took it outside and gave it sort of a voyeuristic view, which I don't know why. I felt like it, first of all, we could shoot it super fast, and then it just felt like somebody was watching them to add to the feeling of paranoia. Remember, this is my first film, so, you know, I'm pulling out all the stops with the fun, tricky filmmaking gimmicks. Okay, this coming up, this is my buddy DJ Love doing his scratching. So I just try to, he did the soundtrack too, so I tried to include him in every film that I've ever made as a result. Okay, so now they find out that their friend has been murdered and their other friend is in the hospital. So this is it. So now these leaves, they were leaves that we put on the street. We had our bag of leaves, and then some sketchy fast driving, and then dropping leaves in front of the camera at the hospital. And there's our friend, the reporter again, noticed that that microphone is not a reporter's microphone. She did mess up, and then I just said, you know what, we're going to leave it in. I feel like it's more of a behind-the-scenes catcher doing it. And there we are, that same doctor's office as we were before. We just added a painting into the background. But, you know, a different doctor makes it a different hospital. Okay, this next scene coming up, I thought it played really well. See, this is the person watching them on his TV or her TV, and then that's them, you know, being interviewed by the local news to find out what happened to their friend. And I thought they did a good job. It feels kind of, you know, being hassled by the press, kind of a vibe. If we go back, I think right here, let's look at this real quick. That look right there. That's it right there. That's the classic look that you would get. That could be the movie poster.